All right. Welcome back, everybody. My name's Austin.
My name is Aaron.
Bitcoin just passed $9,000 per BTC. Grab a brew.
Woo!
Hit the like button. And let's jump in. Let's go right to screen share.
Look at that.
Right to the price charts. Let me move me. We have, there we go. We are over 9,000. We are watching this live with 12 days left of the halving. Come on in and let's let everybody come in. Live stream starts in, let's actually extend this.
Yeah, everybody shuffle in. I'm going to tweet this out.
Tweet this out, 4 minutes.
Anybody who goes in our Twitter and retweets this, well, boom. I just did it. People can retweet it if they want.
All right, are you getting a beer?
Yeah, I guess I should get a beer.
Do you guys want a beer?
I'll pull up the comments too. Like, you want to see who's in the comments?
Yeah, if you're tuning in from, it's late. It's late. Let us know where you're tuning in from.
Hey, Robin's here. Let's go. Airplane. West Coast. Yeah, West Coast is the best coast. Yeah, everybody let us know where you're tuning in from, if you're having a beer with us or if you're just drinking water, which is fine. And we're going to talk about news and just talk about the price and our thoughts on this, right?
Bitcoin price. I think most of you watched this video. We put this out 6 hours ago. This talked about more big picture, what's happening with the Bitcoin halving and you. But today's just a hangout, right? For those of you still awake, for those of you who are like, hey, we've been waiting years. It feels like years, 6 months. I don't know how long.
We have 400 people watching right now, and it's only getting bigger. It's only getting better. We are talking about like specific news things, right, as well, and the price.
We have news.
A couple of things to share, which I think it's just going to be a conversation.
We have news, but it will just be a conversation. Let's. I'm going to grab a beer.
Okay. Yeah.
Why not? It's a Wednesday.
Exactly. The next 3 minutes will just be everybody getting in, and a lot of things to talk about. I mean, these are the good times, really. The price of Bitcoin is almost back up to the price where I FOMO'd in 6 months ago, but that's the game, right?
Let's see how chat's saying.
Yeah. Somebody's drinking a Bud Light. That's Roach, of course. Oh, Paul McNeil here, blowing this up. Exactly. You know, guys, crypto celebrities in the chat all the time. Paul McNeil, crypto curator.
2 minutes.
Something that I thought was cool was that, and you know, it goes the opposite all the time, is that Bitcoin, as far as the higher cap coins, was actually pumping harder right now than the other high cap coins. Like Bitcoin was pumping 15%, and some other things were close, but they weren't up to 15. So it's like people are really buying into Bitcoin in this pump, I guess is my point. And a lot of times, you know, the alts pump harder.
Damn.
Okay.
Feels good. Does not mean there won't be pullbacks. But
Okay.
Feels good.
Modelo, somebody's drinking. Clutchy Clutch has Litecoin all the way. Aloha.
How many likes?
Guys, everybody take the link. Take this link. We have 500 people watching and only 56 likes.
We're not starting till 100.
That kind of disappointed me. Yeah.
And that's for you and for us.
Yeah, we got to...
Dude, get in here.
After 100 likes, we'll start. But everybody take this link right now and send it to a friend saying, hey, these guys are talking Bitcoin and cryptocurrency right now. I'm part of this live stream. If you want to be part of just a simple hangout.
If they're asleep, wake them up. We got conversation to do.
Hey, Simon sent us a $2.99 super chat. Simon says, Simon's recycled pallets, best pallets in Melbourne.
Nice.
That's cool. He must be from
best pallets
down under.
It's like they're all wood, right? As long as you meet a certain minimum quality.
You know, Bitcoin pumped up above.
Just kidding. Yours are the best.
9,000, and nobody even had a chance to tweet out the Vegeta meme, right?
That's you got the pre-Vegeta memes.
Yeah. Coin Collector 82 tipped $2. Says thoughts on ICX. Excellent staking rewards.
Let's see. I see.
Since you did the super chat, we're compelled to look it up.
Super chats get priority.
Okay, Icon. I'm honestly not into it. I think it's one of those coins that is only going to. I wouldn't get into this. You know what? exactly, it's trending down until we see, this is part of the coins that are trending down. So until we see a trend change in the overall altcoin market, I want to get into it. Now, there are people who like to take more risk than me. I say I'm only buying Bitcoin until Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. Some people call me crazy. They're like, why aren't you buying these altcoins? And I say, hey, the more risk reward to you, sir.
I agree.
Do you understand that, Austin? Does that make sense?
I agree with you. And me, another way to say that for me is Icon doesn't excite me. It's maybe fine. You might be making bank on staking, but I'm sure it's fine. It doesn't excite me, especially not as an investment opportunity. That's me.
We're going to start in just a second, right? But Dylan Blanchard tipped $5, says, cheers, boys. These days make the down days worth it. HODL. Exactly. That's the attitude that I like. You got to enjoy the good days and you got to just HODL through the bad days. So I'm drinking Omission Lager. It's bright. Omission Lager. It's bright and crisp.
It's fresh. It's like summer. It's like a little taste of summer in your mouth.
Now, you want to start this video a little bit? We'll go back to comments in a bit.
Do we have 100 likes?
Oh yeah, we got 800 people watching, 200 likes. Let's do this, baby. People are excited.
Game on.
Let's hang.
Game on. And let me move some of this stuff that's not being screen shared out of the way.
We'll talk for a little bit, get to the chat in a second. I'll keep track.
And again, today is more of a hangout. If you want to watch a concise video on this price, then maybe you'll watch the video dropped 7 hours ago. But literally, this is the 15-minute chart. I was all right here, all right here. Are we going to go live tonight? Are we not going to go live tonight?
So when Bitcoin was what, 8,800, you were like, should I go live?
8,900, I'm like, not that 9,000 is any big barrier other than psychological, but it is. It's psychological. And right now we're at 9,195. These are in the last 45 minutes. If we jump over to the month chart, and again, I'm not a technical analyst. I just want to show you some broad strokes. This is our month, and this month is about to end. Now, what can we expect for the next month?
If that monthly candle closes above the last month, that'd be really good, right?
We're about to.
I mean, I'm saying if we do.
Yeah, that 100%. That is really good. And you see, if we can get a confirmation on that in the next month, again, anything could happen in 4 weeks. That would be really, really good.
I'm keeping track of the super chats, guys. Don't worry.
Now, just big picture wise, expect pullbacks. Expect pullbacks. I think you, as a subscriber to this channel,
I thought it would go up forever.
I wish. This is the S&P for the last month. And you'll notice that for the last month,
that's the traditional market.
Traditional markets have gone up, very nicely in the last month with pretty minimal, I guess, one pullback you can count last 6 months. I just want to prepare you. If you're tuning into this live stream, then you are committed to, Bitcoin fundamentally long-term anyway. But just realize, let's go back smaller scale.
Yeah, pop a beer for sweet 9K. I agree with you, Edgar.
Expect pullbacks. If for some reason Bitcoin drops below 9K tomorrow, and I think there's no reason to suspect it would, other than
below 9K. I mean, would be a mild pullback.
I'm talking tomorrow, which is 100% mild pullback.
I mean, I'd say be prepared in the coming weeks for it to retest 6K. I'll say it in the coming weeks.
I think, I totally agree. And the truth is, nobody knows the future. Let's take the wins, but let's also educate ourselves for the future.
That being said, nobody knows the future, but 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when I was making long-term bullish videos, those people in the comments seemed to know that Bitcoin was definitely going down, and I was a fool for saying it'd go up. Those guys, oh wait, they didn't know.
Oh,
no, I could have went down too, but
I think this is all of us today.
What is that? Zoom in.
Makes me feel good. This is, hey, let's see your Lambo do this. That's a little Bitcoin meme roller coaster. This makes me feel good.
Richard Hart's got to be feeling nervous. He better pump a lot of money into Hex in order for it to keep outperforming Bitcoin.
I'm sure he'd say that Hex was leading the charge because it pumped.
Hey, we got a super chat. Dylan Axlan tipped $2, says a lot of XRP people switching to XLM Stellar. Any idea why? Well,
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, assuming that's true. Let's just assume that's true. It could be. I mean, there's a lot of there's so much. People dislike XRP so much, and Stellar, what's it, like a fork or a clone of XRP? It's just that Stellar's not on people's radar for them to hate it as much as XRP, in my opinion.
That's what I'll say. I'll say XRP and Stellar, they're pretty much the same amount of centralization. XRP just publishes a little more, but in general, they're very similar to each other. Stellar gives you no updates, as opposed to XRP, they have the marketing super team. So if they're switching to Stellar.
Ask me if the hedge funds, the big hedge funds, are buying into XRP and Stellar. Go ahead, ask me.
Are the hedge funds buying into XRP and Stellar?
Well, I was watching Thinking Crypto's channel. I told you about this last time. He interviewed Mark Yasko of Morgan Creek Digital and Anthony Pompliano's partner. And Thinking Crypto asked him, are you buying into XRP and Stellar? And he said, no, we specifically wanted to avoid those because too much of the token supply is held by central entities. So
that's one firm, investment fund.
Yeah, there's one guy, and maybe they use that to promote it. Who knows? Hey, we got a super chat.
Let's get into it.
Okay. West Coast says this: IOTX is releasing the first blockchain project IP home camera, UCam, going on Amazon in a month or so. Please look into it. Sleeper pick of the year. I pre-ordered 2 UCams. Ship in May. Thanks. The first blockchain protected IP home camera. I'll have to look into it because there's
a lot. There's a lot.
I mean, I wonder what that is really. I'd have to what is that? It's interesting.
At first glance, after the initial, launch in 2000.
Oh, this is it. This
is IOTX. Is that what you said?
Yeah, IOTEX.
Oh, TEX.
Yeah, but that's it.
Oh, IOTX. Yeah. So, it's only trended down.
That's a sleeper pick.
It's ranked 181. If he's saying to look into it, again,
he's saying he bought 2 UCams and it's a sleeper pick. Yeah.
Hey, I'll look into it. I'm very open. Just because we're very critical does not mean that, at least I try to be. Just because sometimes I'm very critical. I don't want to be closed-minded. I really will check it out. But again, for a lot of these altcoins, you need the whole market to change. And right now, Bitcoin is really leading that trend change.
What's up? Yeah, if you're tuning in right now, guys, everybody like the video and let me know in the comments. When you say something interesting in the comments, I think that's my favorite part about live videos is
the hangout,
interacting with the people in the comments. But you got to say something interesting, like West Coast just did.
Bitcoin could go up forever. Yeah, we'll have pullbacks. It could go up forever. But is this not relatable when you give somebody advice, but you got to finish with, but I don't know though.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why,
Kanye's into Bitcoin. At least he's mentioned it. He knows about it.
He's an innovator. But just keep in mind, Bitcoin could easily finish the year at 2K, right? $2,000. We don't know what's going to happen, but if you're in it for the long term, then it shouldn't be an issue. Just don't invest more than you're willing to hodl.
Drew in the comments says, is XRP bad? Can someone answer? I'll give my opinion, Drew, since you asked. XRP has been around for a long time, over 5 years. They're promised that the banks are going to adopt them, or they're going to get adopted by the banks, and banks are going to use the XRP token. That's been pretty lackluster, in my opinion. And even if
I'll give you some exact stats. I'm sure if you haven't watched this yet, you will, Drew. You will. Top 3 altcoins. You guys picked these altcoins. We just talked about them. XRP doesn't have any banks adopting them at scale. Banks have talked about using them for years now. But at scale, banks aren't using them today in 2020. MoneyGram is using them in 5 corridors. They've been with them in 5 corridors for a year. Why haven't they expanded yet? Either they're waiting because of macroeconomic issues, which I could completely understand, or maybe there's something wrong. I'm saying that it's been years and we're still waiting.
XRP, the supply is centralized. And now that's not to say XRP won't pump, because that coin has pumped hard before, because they spend a lot of money on marketing. But you got to wait for a trend change.
Won't pump. Hey, Bitcoin pumped 10 to 15. We got a good 8.
But versus Bitcoin, look what it says. Zoom in again. Oh. Versus Bitcoin. What does that say? I think down 8% versus Bitcoin. It's the red, guys.
Again, these are just a few days. Exciting times. So I think the short answer is nothing is wrong with XRP. We're just more fundamentally believers in Bitcoin. But it's a huge difference.
And here's the thing. I'm being conservative. Alts will pump again. And a lot of people are willing to buy into alts right now. For me, I'm waiting till retail gets back in. I'm being conservative. A lot of people give me fault for this. I'm being conservative, waiting for that trend change. Hasn't happened yet. I would suspect it happens after Bitcoin gets over $20,000 again. I don't mind being late to the party with alt because at least I'll know they'll be trending up. I do want to take a risk with Bitcoin because I do believe in that longer term. That's me.
We got a red candle.
Okay, but you're on the hour chart.
I'm on the hour chart, exactly. We're still over 9,100. So nothing to worry about. All par for the course.
Wow. 1,330 people watching right now. Do you guys want to see a huge like spike? If everybody's watching right now, hits the like button, watch how we double the amount of people, and let's continue with the video as everybody does that.
Let's do it. And you know, I'm just thinking about this now, so I really don't, I'll have to pull it up via Twitter, but let's see. I guess talk amongst yourselves while I find something the Crypto Lark retweeted.
And also you should pull up our the live stream tweet, because some people, if you comment under our tweet for the live stream, we'll read some of those.
Oh, we got 5. Oh, we got 5. Come join with us. I love that. XRP Crypto Legend. Love a good meme. Cheers, y'all. All right. I don't know what
Frank Marcello. We know that guy, right?
Fran.
Fran.
More of a
It's Frank.
More of a woman's name, but maybe you're a woman actually. Look at it. It's woman's hands.
It's probably
great.
Probably a lady.
It's great to have you. So anyway, if you want to leave a question under this tweet as well, hey, we'll read it all. And we're not going to be here all night, maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Short but sweet.
Jay says, I figure 80% in Bitcoin and 20% in altcoins, but I got Tezos as my top, lol.
Tezos is
his top pick.
People, you know, Tezos is one of the newer altcoins, so it's very hot right now.
Eric Wallace says, I like this bitch.
Hey, this is what I wanted to show you. No matter what Bitcoin's price does, you know, on the hour chart or 15-minute chart or whatever, if we can stay above, we officially closed above the 200-day moving average. Doesn't mean we can't dip back down, but it's nice to be above. Huge support if we can sustain in the short term. Something to think about. See, look, we're already.
Well, zoom out a little bit. I was actually looking at about 9,700 as like a pullback, because just based on this.
You mean 8,000?
No, 9,700.
As a pullback?
Yeah, where we get up to 9,700, then pull back.
Oh, okay.
Like, can you zoom out to like the day chart like this?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I don't know if you'd be interested in making this triangle, but this triangle that I made.
You do it.
Nah.
I mean, basically what Aaron's trying to show you is, you know, we seem to be in a little bit of a, you know, for another video, I'm not going to insult you by pretending I'm a technical analyst, but we're more fundamental long-term hodlers. And
hey, we got a super chat.
Sweet, let's read it.
Toy Goss tipped $1.
Hey, appreciate you, Troy. Drink for you. And this is, I guess, more of also what I'm sort of scared of. Again, doesn't mean tomorrow, but Goldman Sachs is predicting, based on as the economy opens up, as we realize the jobs and the demand of people buying things which is demand, you know, isn't as strong as it used to be. They're predicting a chilling S&P 500. This is Goldman Sachs. Do you believe them? Are they doing their own thing while they tell this to the retail investor? Who knows? But again, another reason why I expect we're not going to go forever over the S&P. Be ready for, as a Bitcoiner, be ready for that too.
If everybody's looking in the comments, Venton, MGTOW, made a great point. I got into Bitcoin to escape the money printers. They're really going nuts with printing right now. More people should flee into Bitcoin going forward. And that's another reason why, until we see a trend change, until we see people looking to speculate on altcoins more, Bitcoin, since it has such a hard monetary policy, fixed supply, biggest network, biggest liquidity, and it's like the one that's most interesting to, you know, institutional, quote unquote, since it had such a fair launch. The key is Bitcoin right now. lot of these altcoins, they're centralized and it's easy to print more and they're speculative and maybe they'll be more decentralized in the future, but it's really Bitcoin that is the way to opt out of this money printing. And Venton brings up a good point. Venton, MGTOW, he also believes that, ladies don't need to be a part of his life as, that's fine if he is friendly with them, but
men going their own way.
Yeah, men going their own way.
Hey,
he doesn't need a lady. That's fine. Well, he can be friendly with them and, but he just doesn't need them.
Let's not define MGTOW, okay? Today. Hey, this is what, Aaron, I'm asking you. I'm also asking the audience because, but you guys can't answer directly except in the comments, but share in the comments if you want. Anyway, does this concern you? Bitcoin spiked hard today. Hard.
That's a day chart.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing compared to what Bitcoin did, in its all-time highs, but we had a really great day. Does it?
Oh, you should pull up that Da Vinci thing I retweeted.
Okay. Does it concern you that Coinbase?
That was pretty interesting.
Went down today?
Coinbase went down when Bitcoin pumps massively. Now, if this was I don't think anybody was really interested in selling Bitcoin on Coinbase, that's the retail site. Or, I guess on Coinbase Pro, but that's kind of a problem. That's why you want to get your money off Coinbase unless you're directly trading. That's that's a big problem. I wonder, it just seems like a coincidence.
But why wouldn't any other exchange? Coinbase is one of the behemoths.
They just seem to have problems. I don't know. Pull up that Da Vinci thing. And
what do I do? Search them?
No, just on our Twitter. I retweeted it.
Okay.
Ahmed Zaman says, Bitcoin, please go to moon. And he tipped $2. That's cool. Dude, we have so many comments coming in. I'm just missing so many comments. Either A, super chat, we'll definitely read them and it helps support us. It will go directly to the beer fund and the lockdown fund, or say at altcoin daily in the chat and it'll be highlighted in orange and your question will stand out to me. Somebody said I'm all in on altcoin daily. That's cool.
Appreciate you, man. You want to take this one?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because, you're talking about it pumped so hard today. Da Vinci, who's been around forever, back in the day, it was only Da Vinci and one other guy who's the YouTubers
on YouTube
about Bitcoin. He was a gold and silver guy. Now there's so much content creators on YouTube, let alone everything else. It's so much better. But he tweeted this out today because everybody was impressed. He said, "You ain't seen nothing yet. This is a small blip. Within 18 months, we'll see Bitcoin with 10K up days and we'll yawn." I think back to when Bitcoin was just $10 and $100. And I said that we would see $1,000 up days. That was impossible to believe back then. So do you think that he truly understands the big picture and one day we will see a $10,000 up day and just yawn like we're seeing $1,000 up days today? And
I can't speculate on an exact time frame, but obviously I'm a believer. If you look at what's happening macroeconomically,
I want to believe, right?
I want to believe.
Hey, Terry Gross tipped $2. Troy Gross, sorry. Terry Gross is from NPR. Yeah.
Sure.
And shit. Okay, he says, any thoughts on UBT and Zilliqa? Is that Unibright?
Zilliqa, I have an opinion on. Zilliqa.
Bring it up. So on CoinMarketCap, people, if the guy tipped $2, might as well bring it up so everybody can be on the same page.
Hey, Zilliqa, let's check it out. Zilliqa had a huge hype back in the day as one of the many Ethereum killers, ranked 84th now.
That's right. There were tons of Ethereum killers back in the day, including Cardano.
But, well, Cardano...
it still has potential, I guess, but they said it was going to be an Ethereum killer years ago.
Hey, at least Zilliqa got something out, and it turned out nobody cared, in a sense, because their big thing was sharding. How can you make a blockchain scalable and have dApps be built on it, something that's scalable, hence the Ethereum killer? They launched, their mainnet launched...
So look, again, this shows me Zilliqa is trending down. So I want to see a trend change. And until then, Bitcoin is the one that's special.
And something that maybe could cause a Zilliqa specific trend change if they got that killer dApp, which is easier said than done, obviously. But
now what is UBT? Is that Unibright?
If it is UBT, yeah, it is. Unibright is the new hotness.
It's the new hotness.
I really think
it's actually put down right now versus Bitcoin and ETH.
Not against USD.
Because it went up so much.
I hesitate to. Unibright does have a lot of hype. in the next top altcoin video, probably in a couple weeks, if not, yeah, probably the end of this next month, I want to do a deep dive on Unibright.
We need to talk about Unibright because, you know, Unibright's just part of this whole like DeFi thing. DeFi coins are hot right now. And if you would have if you could have gotten right here, obviously would have been smart. But I'm playing it safe. So personally, I think they're just going through what's known as a hype cycle. Not to say that they can't do cool things, but in my opinion, half of the reason these altcoins pump is they go through hype cycles. And right now, Unibright is like a big DeFi coin. We have to look more into it, honestly. I'm not writing what they're doing off. I don't know a lot about the tokenomics of the project.
Yeah, a hype, I would say this is a hype coin. Will it last long term? Let's do a deep dive because a lot of people are talking about it.
We got a couple super chats. We got to knock those out.
Let's do it.
Super Google Lee, cool name, tipped 78 Hong Kong dollars. Seems generous. I think it is. I started accumulating in January and now have a bit more than 2 Bitcoins at an average price of 6K. Should I sell half to take some profits?
So he started accumulating.
Can I just preface this real quick by saying
right here,
we will never tell you when to buy or sell. If you're looking for buy and sell signals, you're at the wrong place. Now use our channel as a starting off point. Now, let's answer it as if this were us. So that being said, 2 Bitcoins, average price $6,000. Should I sell 1 Bitcoin, take some profits, and possibly buy back lower?
If it were me, when I buy, I don't sell, you know, I'm a long-term hodler. So Bitcoin could double where it is right here, you know, 9,000 to 18,000.
For me,
it would be tempting to take some profits, but really I'm not looking to take profits at 20K. I'm looking to take profits 3 to 5 years to 10 years down the line for me. But
yeah.
I'm not over leveraged. I'm not investing anything that I don't need in the next 3 to 5 to 10 years.
What you're talking about is trading. So if you want to trade, try it. But I mean, that's different from your HODL stash. I remember when Bitcoin was trading 3 and 4K all over here, and then Bitcoin pumped to 5K, and then it pumped to around 6K, and everybody thought there was going to be so much resistance at 6K, and everybody, even me, I moved some money to an exchange. I was like, oh, should I like sell a little bit? I'll buy back lower. Good thing I didn't. Would have been the worst move ever because I would have FOMO'd in so hard up here. So I think it's definitely smart to take profits, but for me personally, I'm not thinking about trading like that. For me, it's a little bit more longer term. Now that's me. You do what you want.
Let us know.
Yeah. Clear-minded said altcoin daily. Do you guys smoke weed? Sometimes recreationally. It's legal here.
Yep. I'm more of a beer guy because for me, in my opinion, when I smoke weed, which I do socially, rarely.
I don't like socially. I like doing it not around people.
I get more like internal into myself. When I drink a beer, I think I'm a little more social.
Yeah, beers are social. Somebody says, why do I need to get my coins off Coinbase? I mean, it's up to you, but I mean, the beauty of cryptocurrency is being your own bank, but you have to take responsibility.
If Coinbase shut down, got locked down tomorrow, you wouldn't have access to your coins as opposed to if you hold your own keys, nobody can take that away. You own them.
And then the final super chat before we can get to the rest of the chat. Love your channel, guys. Is this a FOMO pump for Bitcoin before the halving? And quickly, favorite altcoin, go.
Is this a FOMO pump? I think
fear of missing out pump. It's probably a little of both, honestly. It's probably accumulation and it's probably a little FOMO.
I think that the 2 main reasons I would say is obviously FOMO. Obviously, this doesn't happen yearly, guys. This happens every 4 years, and this is only the 3rd one. It's happening in 12 days. But also I think a big reason that we're seeing a nice big old pump is because if we look at traditional markets, this doesn't hurt.
Austin, guess how many
and favorite altcoin?
Guess how many people we have tuning in right now? Guess. Oh, did you look?
No, I didn't. I 1,000.
1,580 and 730 likes. If we can get the amount of likes over 1,000 before the end of the stream, I would die a happy man.
Whoa,
we got a super chat from Tony Stark. Tony Stark, I'm a huge fan. Says, cheers, wine emojis. FTM is doing great today also.
Phantom
2020 Phantom. All right, everybody's got their favorite alt. Hey, we neglected to answer that guy's question. What's our favorite alt? I'm just gonna say right now, I am altcoin agnostic. I just generally speaking, I'll name my favorite, but I'm altcoin agnostic. A lot of people think I should be evangelizing altcoins because the channel name is Altcoin Daily. I still will be called Crypto News and Opinion Daily.
Maybe a fun game at home is every time this guy says trend change, take a drink.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's what he's about to say.
So what's your favorite altcoin to answer that guy's question? Everybody put your favorite altcoin in the chat.
Honestly, I think right now, I think, and I'm not saying from an investment point of view, I'm just saying who's doing interesting things. And for me, I think sort of like DApp platforms, despite how maybe that's overplayed, that really does it for me, as opposed to like supply chain stuff or exchange coins or whatever. DApp platforms, the fact that maybe someday there could be a hot new DApp that brings in the people, that's interesting to me, not from an investment point of view, just from an interesting point of view.
Yeah, so I mean, the only thing that has more than just gambling things is Ethereum right now, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I guess Ethereum, is the most interesting, not necessarily saying that the ETH token should go up. Some people think it will, but I mean, like, here's the thing, here's the argument. Is the use case of money the perfect DApp? And if it is, if blockchain is best with money, I think Bitcoin has got that covered. Now, I could see a potential future where only money cryptocurrencies pump, because that's the only things people now realize they speculate on.
Can I phrase that a different way?
Yeah.
Why does something need a blockchain? You only need it if you need something to be censorship resistant. Now, money, from especially what we're seeing, would be super beneficial if it was censorship resistant. A blockchain for your business, you don't need that to be censorship resistant as much. So that's another way to phrase what you're saying.
Holy hell, the chat is blowing up. I love it. Everybody's saying their favorite altcoins. I love that.
What's winning?
It's just hard to know. You know, it's something funny. So today, if anybody's been participating in the virtual blockchain week, I really haven't got a chance. We've tweeted out a couple things. It's like, you know, we were up for best crypto YouTuber and best crypto news source. And it was a part of this whole week of events. But today there was like an influencer happy hour where just any influencer could hang out, and you know, it's just a networking event, basically, just specifically happy hour for virtual for influencers. But you know, there's crazy, all these different people have their own little altcoin they're interested in. And like this one guy was from Canada, was telling me about, he's making a blockchain documentary. Like in Canada, he's making a do you see this guy?
I don't know. It sounds interesting.
He's making a documentary basically talking about how blockchain is basically going to change the world. So I asked him follow-up question. I said, hey, I'm a filmmaker. I totally understand that movies and stuff like that could really push the movement forward. I love that. But I asked him, I said, now blockchain by itself, that's just a database, right? Really, you want to decentralize blockchain. I just gave him the open-ended question, and he kind of seemed to not go with me as much. He was like, basically like, yeah, just blockchain.
I was like, oh, the hype word.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what he thought.
He's trying to sell tickets.
Thoughts on Hex?
We're going to answer. Obviously, it's a super chat. I would say, listen, if you want a full deep dive on Hex, you can go watch a video that Aaron did months ago when Hex first came out, talking about exactly what a Hex is.
I've made a couple of videos, and I don't like, here's the thing. With altcoins, it's true. The number one thing for me is the price going up, because I like to use altcoins to stack more Bitcoin. So the fact that Hex is going up, that's cool. Why I'm not involved is because just like something like Ripple or Stellar, but Hex is so early, the founders of Hex own the majority of the supply. But even worse than that, the way the tokenomics of Hex works, to the best of my knowledge, the founders will always own 40% of the supply in like perpetuity, because their wallets just keep getting refilled with Hex. Pretty sure that's the case. So there's too big of a risk factor for me. Basically, if you're involved in Hex, you're trusting that the founders won't dump on you and won't pull their liquidity, all that stuff. So
I would say, I mean, just a small, minute point is, what would you say if I said, you know, I kind of prefer Hex over something that admits all the scam is the wrong word, because obviously Richard Hart would debate that, but scammy things, Bitcoin Cash, Bcash, they trick people without telling you.
I agree. Hex is no better than Bcash. Bcash is no better than Hex.
I would say this is worse for the community because they actively try and prey on new people and trick people.
I agree. Bitcoin Cash is bad. I agree. So that's my thought. Overall, my opinion on Hex, I don't fault you if you're into it. Just don't be the last to sell.
Guys,
and you're not going to get richer than Richard for the founders.
The more sips I have, the more opinionated I get.
Spout tipped $20. This is $20 CA.
Canadian, so it's a little less probably, but
that's still very generous.
Appreciate you.
Is Jax safe? What?
Ooh, the main character in Sons of Anarchy?
Strange not being able to sign out. Don't fully understand the question.
Is he on the right? Is he thinking
this
that
he's... This is the crypto live stream, but
I think he thinks he's doing the customer support.
Bill Muir tipped $5. Everybody's so generous today. Everybody, you know what? It's because I'm a long-term Bitcoin bull and Bitcoin is going up. As people are being like, yeah, this is going to be a good year. It
feels good. I just want to preface, there's 1,000 people watching. If Bitcoin drops here tomorrow,
but keep it positive. It's not good. Yeah, keep it positive. But it's like the bad part won't be if it drops tomorrow. Is if we see a slow grind back down to like 7,000, maybe even 6,000, and it just gets everybody, just starts feeling bad. I mean, let's enjoy the good times, but let's be prepared for times when it's not as good.
We're over 9,000 right now.
Over 9,000. So Bill says, I'm going to bed. I'm going to wake up to a $7,000 Bitcoin, or he's asking. Possible,
Bill, I'm going to say no. Take that for what you will.
What's the best way to keep your coins secure? Hardware wallet, as long as you're responsible for that. Ledger and Trezor are the brand names, and we always have Ledger affiliate links in the description.
Yes. I mean, we could get to, there is some news I do want to highlight. Hey guys, be aware of this. When you search just the term Bitcoin on YouTube and filter it within the hour, this is what you see. This is BS. This is outrageous. Now, most of you think, oh, well, these are obvious scams. We know this by now. There's more and more people, more and more new people coming into the space daily because Bitcoin's price is creeping up. Nothing's for free. If somebody says, hey, we'll send us half a Bitcoin, we'll send you 2 back.
Yeah. Ultimately, I feel like what people need to do in cryptocurrency better is take responsibility for themselves. Be smart. Jack ain't going to send you any Bitcoin. And if you invest in a low cap altcoin, you have to understand that's a lot riskier than a high cap altcoin.
Also, good opportunity to mention this channel will never reach out to you and say, hey, send me money. I have a great investment opportunity. We've been getting some feedback saying there's some LinkedIn accounts and some Gmail accounts saying, hey, mainly businesses, hey, you guys reached out to us.
Yeah, somebody goes, hey, you agreed that we'd pay you $300 and you'd make a video on us? Good sir, my rate is twice as much as that.
Exactly, at least.
But then those people get scammed, and that's a bad thing. So understand. There's a lot of phonies out there.
If I want to reach out to you, I'll do it right here, baby. I'll do it in the comments.
Spout tip $10 Canadian, very nice and clarified. Jack's wallet, is that safe? I've personally never used it.
Yes, I am sorry that.
Have you heard of it? I don't know much about it.
Maybe, but under oath, I would say no.
Should I get another beer? Are we going to be doing this a while?
I say, should we ask the chat? I'm game to do it. I'm having fun.
Well, we only have 930 likes. I say we can go another 20 minutes if we can get over 1,000 likes in about 30 seconds.
15 tops. But I guess we'll judge it by the likes. And if you guys are going to bed, we had a good run, but you tell us.
But if you stay for another 10 minutes, and if we get over 1,000 likes, I can almost guarantee that the next 10 minutes, just 10 more minutes, will be the most interesting.
That's when the fun really starts. Let's go back to the Bitcoin price as they let us know.
Yeah, let's see what the Bitcoin price is doing.
Okay, this is the hour chart. Hey, it seems like we're leveling off, is what I hope / like to think.
Brett Weber says, hey guys, brand new to crypto.
Oh.
That's probably what he sounds like.
Give him a cool voice, dude.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm brand new to crypto. My name is Brett Weber.
Yeah.
Bought 7,000 coins of XLM. Was that a good idea? Dude, that's up to you. I mean, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, but it's trending down right now.
If you think XLM, is going to reach mass adoption, or if it's something in the short term,
I can't be any clearer how I feel about alts. I'm not getting in until we see a trend change. Right now, that's trending down. It's a high cap coin, so that's a little bit better, but I can't predict the future. If I were you,
They did cut their supply in half like 6 months ago.
yeah, I know that's kind of cool, but it's also kind of like, oh, then why was it even there in the first place? Just so you can print a bunch of money. You know, it's up to you, man. Here's the thing, man. Don't, you have to make your own decisions. You have to understand them. I can't tell what your financial situation is, but
hey, we got to go 15 more minutes. Dude, you can mute it. Corona.
all right, let me grab a beer.
All right.
Let's see if anybody wants a beer.
All right. Final beer call. Guys, final 15 minutes. Hey, unless it's going great in 15, then we'll go all night.
We're
But
not going past an hour.
hey, grab me a beer too, please.
Right. They're actually Austin's beers,
So we'll really enjoy them. Hey, I'm sure, I mean, I'll answer this without Aaron. This is Ahmed Zenan says, I want to tip you in Satoshis, not stimulus check.
Cheers to that.
Appreciate you.
Everybody, if you're drinking right now, grab your drink and let's do it. Cheers.
But I would say, hey, I'd rather hodl my Satoshis and tip you in stimulus check, but
That's Gresham's law. Look that up. But I feel you, man. I like it. All right, we did hit 1K, so I guess people.
Well, that's why I said it. We got it. That's why I said
Oh, okay, cool.
this guy was sneezing.
Oh, this is gluten-free. Somebody noticed that. That's weird. You bought gluten-free beer? Interesting. Very interesting choice.
I got it at Whole Foods. I just like this beer. It is crisp and light, and it's a good summer beer.
To me, it tastes like a normal beer.
Yeah. Let's just take it in.
Press 1 for beer. Are you guys married or brothers? Nope, we're married.
Okay.
I mean, no, we're brothers. No, we are. We're brothers.
We're twin brothers.
We're twin brothers.
Bitcoin to 10K soon. That would be nice. That would be nice. Hey, Aaron, you're doing a video tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to maybe, tell them what to expect?
Smooth it out. Guys, I'll just be honest with you. The second part of tomorrow's video is going to be a paid review on the ICO BiDAO. Now, I don't expect it to perform well tomorrow because I know people don't like that.
The video.
But keep in mind that, take solace in the fact that we will always disclose paid reviews.
It's always going to be in the description. We'll usually tell you verbally, but it'll always be 100%. In the description.
We comply with the law. And the law says in America, you have to disclose, and we will always follow the law and take solace in that you'll always be able to tell.
So just FYI.
Sometimes I get jealous of these other channels that don't disclose because we get the same emails they do and they mention whatever. And I don't hate them for it, but I'm like, oh, they don't get any flack because people think they're actually into this. Well, we'll always tell you what we're into. So I hope I smooth that over. And if you don't want to hear it, just don't tune into the second half of the video.
But yeah.
Shower me with downvotes.
Let's go to some of these comments, from our tweet, which you said we would, if there's anything. It's the same dude commenting. Hey, good meme.
I like how the crypto curator is tweeting and in our chat.
That's the way to do it. It's the way to do it. Hey, let's go to more news, right? While you guys chat it up, more news. Bitmex is forced to halt operations in Japan. Obviously a huge exchange. Japan has cut them off. Why? Well,
Japan, just when I know about Japan, they are very proud of the fact that Satoshi his name is Japanese. Japan are big believers in Bitcoin, just like the spirit of Japan. They like Bitcoin.
And I'd say cryptocurrency too. They're pro innovation and they show it usually in the regulation. Well, if you're Japanese and you use Bitmex, sorry, this will take into effect April 30th, just before the amendments come on May 1st. Those amendments are from Japan's Financial Services Agency, released a set of amendments to its rules and regulations outlining how exchanges can operate. So just to sum this up.
I'm a simple man. Can you make this clear for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this will mean for a user who's a Japan resident registering, so if you're a new user registering on the Bitmex platform for the first time, you're going to be unable to trade. You're going to be unable to trade, period, if you're Japanese. And any existing registered customers who are Japanese residents will not be able to place orders and will not be able to open a new position or increase an existing position. So basically, you can create the account, you just can't do anything. And the only reason they give us for why Japan is since cut off, besides it's because of Japan, because of the regulators, is Japan has stricter enforcements on custodianship, security, and methods for onboarding new clients. So it's one of these reasons Bitmex has to get better in some way on the regulations for onboarding or custodianship.
You know what I think people forget sometimes?
Tell me.
A lot of people compare Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to the .com bubble. But what some people fail to remember is that the .com bubble was pretty much confined to accredited people in the US. And cryptocurrency is a world thing. So we see people in Japan, in Africa, everywhere. We talk about it all the time, dealing with these regulations, opening up on-ramps. And it's just like, really think about it. Like Bitcoin and crypto is a world thing. And that makes it, has the potential to get a whole lot bigger than the .com bubble. So people say, well, 2017, that was it. I don't know. I don't think that was it, because that was a fraction of what the .com bubble was. And, you know, people in 2017, Binance didn't exist. Coinbase only offered like 3 coins. I remember what was the US one? Bittrex? Bittrex was turning down customers in the last couple months of 2017. Turning down, their infrastructure they couldn't handle it. Hey, we got a couple super chats.
Let's get into it. And I liked that sentiment.
Yeah. Miles Swaby, cool name. Are you guys a fan of Chainlink? Love your channel, by the way. It's basically my Netflix during quarantine. Lol. Hey, I appreciate that.
I would say that again, Chainlink has a ton of hype. And
here's the thing. We're not faulting the technology, but it is a fact. Chainlink is one of those coins that has it's like going through a hype cycle. I think Elliot from FUD TV is where I first heard that coin. It's just certain coins go through hype cycles. Stellar was going through a hype cycle at one point. Bcash went through it. So right now it's going through a hype cycle, but the question is going forward.
I would say that it does make sense to me that, we need maybe a decentralized Oracle solution as a way to get information to and from, blockchains. That makes sense to me. There's competition out there for Chainlink. Chainlink has all the hype, so you don't hear about the competition. But there are different companies in their different ways, trying to find solutions. In terms of, am I a fan of Chainlink? From an investment standpoint, I'm a fan of Bitcoin, but in terms of what they're doing, interesting. It's like you asking me, hey, are you a fan of Ethereum? Well, if you watch any of my last few top altcoin videos, man, developers are choosing Ethereum more, businesses are choosing Ethereum more, but there is no fixed supply. There was a pre-mine. It's just like, there's a gray area.
I don't know if you'd call me a link head, but I'm neutral. I'm positive about them.
I would say I'm positive in terms of the innovation aspect, not from an investment.
The thing is, Chainlink is one of the few altcoins that have possibly gone through a trend change. There have been a few in 2019 that did quite well, and Chainlink was one of them. So,
and it still has hype. Again, new retail investors have not entered yet. So, hey, it'll go on forever. But more realistically, I not to make fun of the question, I am interested from an innovation aspect, which is different than an investment.
Yeah,
aspect.
I'm not interested. Hey, Digit Spin Crypto. I recognize this guy. He's in the influencer group, and I got into it with him on Electroneum one time. He's a nice guy. From one YouTuber to another, wanted to share some love. Check Electroneum price. They are doing well. Check Electroneum price. Hey, I'm a big fan of you as a person. Digit Spin Crypto. I've seen a couple of your videos. Now, your biggest.
Does he do news or TA?
I've just seen him talk about Electroneum.
My God.
Oh wow, actually, so it's up in Bitcoin too.
All in.
Digit Spin. You must be feeling good. Oh.
But let's be real. You debate in the broadest strokes. Some people, people believe in Electroneum.
No, Digit Spin, just being nice, saying Digit Spin.
Digit.
He says, I wanted to share some love. I appreciate that. We got to return the favor to you, Digit Spin, sometime.
Yeah, tell us when you're doing a live stream, man.
But just so you know, I'm not bullish on Electroneum. I don't.
Because it is centralized compared to Bitcoin.
The whole mobile mining was the one thing they had, and that didn't catch on, and that's just a centralized thing anyway. I remember when, all around here, everybody was saying it was doing something. I honestly think this is something that will trend towards 0-digit spin.
I hate to take away from the good vibes. See, like, he sent like us good vibes.
He knows how I feel.
but we appreciate you.
Digit Spin is a great guy, and I've seen his videos, and he's like a nice, like goofy guy, goofy but smart, good guy. So I appreciate it. We'll have to return the favor on one of your live streams one time. Man, you guys are so generous. A lot of Canadians. Cheers from Russian Canada. This is Vitalik. Have you guys talked about Tezos? I could missed it. What do you guys think about it in the long run, like a year or so from now? Just an opinion. Thanks. This guy gets it. Thumbs up. I like it. So Tezos.
I have talked about it. They had news.
We read the news. When they make news, we're happy to talk about it, but we don't talk about other news.
Well, you remember the last news? I covered it. So
about Coinbase, right?
It was in general, more people are choosing to stake on Tezos
because they make it so easy. Because they make it so easy.
Exactly. It's so EOS was the new hotness at one point in maybe 2018, 2019. More people are choosing Tezos to stake on.
And I think it's because they make it so easy.
Correct. And I guess, and I haven't done this, so I'm not going to speak in absolutes, but I hear you can stake with Tezos while keeping it still in your wallet. That's what I'm told.
What do you mean?
In terms of you don't have to.
But you don't have to lock up your coins.
Exactly.
Really?
That's what the comment section told me.
Personally, I'm not long-term bullish on Tezos. But,
why the hell not, dude?
Well, again, that's a coin that's doing quite well, going through a little hype cycle. No, maybe I don't want to like just, hype cycle. I don't mean to like say it doesn't have any cool things going for it, but I mean, I don't know. I don't own any Tezos personally. I'm more conservative with altcoins, but that is one that's doing quite well. And the fact they're really killing it, I think, on just making things easy.
I would say
not for nothing,
Tezos to me is I've said this before, much like, in simplistic terms, much like EOS in terms of, but one difference is it's way more VC backed. Obviously VCs want to make money too. But it's, I would say, not so much a coin of the people, but a coin of venture capitalists, which again, that's fine as long as you know that's a factor. My concern would be, well, what happens in 2 to 3 to 4 years when there's a staking coin that's even easier? Again, I'm not sure. Tezos could.
Well, maybe they would have a network effect of some kind. I don't know.
That's true. That's 100%. And there's positives and negatives. And right now, I think Tezos, there's a lot of positive from an innovation standpoint for Tezos.
Man, we have so many people super chatting. Let's go through these. Coinbase, and we're getting through every single super chat. And sorry, we're skipping probably some good questions. Coinbase just crushed today, so it's better to stock your Bitcoin in your own wallet. I use blockchain.com as an online wallet. Can the same scenario also happen and online wallet website get hacked/crushed? So blockchain.com is, as far as I know, that's like an online wallet, right? So it's not as good as a cold storage solution. So
what's his question?
Is something like blockchain.com as risky as keeping your coins on Coinbase?
So he's essentially asking, is a hot wallet?
Coinbase is a hot wallet, but it's FDIC insured. Blockchain.com, I'm pretty sure, is still a hot wallet, right?
So you're saying, yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, he's asking, is this hot wallet?
I would actually go as far as to say, actually keeping it on Coinbase is safer because they're like a bank and they're FDIC insured, I'm pretty sure.
Which means you'll get your money back if things go bad.
For me personally, the safest thing for me, because I like being my own bank, I like what Bitcoin stands for. I take my coins off exchanges. I keep them in a cold storage solutions like a Trezor, like a Ledger. Keep my private keys safe. Nobody can get them. Come to my apartment. They're not even here. And, I take responsibility. So if I lose my private keys, then that's on me. But that's the safest I can get.
Yeah, a hot wallet is better than just keeping your coins on an exchange. I would say definitively that a cold wallet is safer than a hot wallet because you take away even more points of contact risk. So it's all degrees.
Hope we didn't miss any. Super Google Lee. Somebody did a super chat right before Super Google Lee. Please let us know because something just happened. So he says, what's your view on Crypto Kirby? I hate the guy. He's always bearish and brings so much negative sentiment to the community. He totally missed the runs. Probably getting wrecked, by the way.
He's a TA guy.
Yeah.
I think the two things that you have to remember with TA guys, or TA in general, is TA is not about being right. TA is about making money, which means if a TA guy said right here, any TA guy, that he's bearish, but then he was paying attention and a candle happened. TA is not about being right. It's about making money and adjusting. So I have not watched a single episode of Crypto Kirby.
I've seen a couple intros. He's very entertaining. He's like very.
I've seen intros, so I know who he is.
I don't know whether he's good or bad at TA. I think he seems good enough to me.
But also, it's about TAs for the individual. If you're following it, if you're making trades off a guy who's doing TA, I think that's a mistake. I think you should either know how to do TA or don't follow a guy blindly, because that works for him, presumably, if he's making money.
Hey, Twisted 420 just tipped $10 with a little cool guy saying thank you. Hey, let's cheers to Twisted. And then I think we just have one more super chat.
Cool, because and
then we'll do final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Maybe they'll revolve around the Bitcoin halving.
Yamu D says oh wait, I just read this.
Oh, so I guess final thoughts.
Yeah, how do I read that one before? I hope I didn't miss one.
All right. Well,
Jay White says, I appreciate you answering my question about Coinbase earlier. Can you offer any recommendations for cold wallet? Like I said, we always have Ledger affiliate links in the description, and also Trezor. Ledger and Trezor are the two brand names. They have a lot of respect, just generally speaking, and there's others.
And I don't know if they're the best. I just know that's what we use.
So Trezor is completely open sourced and Ledger is not completely open source, but they both have great reputations. All right, let's check.
Hey, Bitcoin halving. What's going to happen in 12 days?
Probably a lot of this.
I think it depends a lot. Short term always depends a lot on what traditional markets do.
We're only going to stay 5 more minutes, guys.
All right, I'll put the timer on.
And let's just go full, don't screen share. No, don't do that. Just go, let's go full screen share. So stop share. Final 5 minutes or 3 minutes. And
just us.
Just us.
In fact, we don't even have to talk. Let's just be.
Oh, Paul McNeil says, I'd say check out KeepKey. See, Paul McNeil, he's tweeting, he's in our chat, he's doing everything.
Check it out. I respect Paul.
Yeah. I think Paul's bullish on XRP. That's fine.
Hey, I'm glad that other people have different opinions. Hey, Gloombastic plays poker with us every month.
I'm sure XRP will catch on in the next 7 years. Yeah, so I don't know. So Austin and I participated in that influencer happy hour today for Virtual Blockchain Week. We're nominated for Best Crypto YouTuber and Best News Source. What did you think of the, basically it was like a Zoom meeting of 100 people and it was like speed dating.
And this was only for, you had to pay. So no, it wasn't for the public.
It was for influencers. This first part was only for influencers.
We would have invited you.
Yeah. But also anybody who paid for the VIP ticket, and half of it went to charity or whatever. But I only saw influencers in there.
I mean, basically,
what did you think?
10-minute blocks, and you only had time to like introduce yourself. This 5 to 7 people in the room, and then you got sent to a new room. So I liked it. I liked it because it was something to do.
I liked it. I was surprised how many people liked their altcoin. There was a lot of altcoin talk, which is cool. That's what I like to talk about too. But it's like, I don't know. I got this like vibe that it's like a lot of B cashers there, which is fine. It's just, I think.
I didn't get that vibe.
I think the leadership behind B cash is a direct threat towards being a Bitcoin.
I think you even saying it's a direct threat gives them too much credit. They had their best chance.
They've already lost.
They had their best chance in 2018, and it slowly declined in 2019. That was the most hype. Now they're more centralized. Now there's less security.
Okay. Have you ever looked into Verus before? 100% fairly launched community project with no ICO and no pre-mine. Well, now you're speaking my language, buddy. When you say fairly launched, it's hard for me to believe because, everybody kind of respects return now that they've become so wildly successful. But
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
just generally speaking, this sounds like a better project.
I mean, I can believe fair launch, but then I also would think that, since there's no new retail, say they launched 8 months ago, and since there's no new people coming into the space, who are the people mining? Oh, it's the leadership team. It's a select.
Well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, like,
Well, it's still, it's fine.
You probably have a chance to mine. I'll check it out.
You have a chance.
See, I mean, this mining spec he's speaking my language. He's speaking my language. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out too.
Varus.
Isn't that a name of a
because
character?
What you've said sounds appealing to me. That's what I would want. I'll check that out. Varus.
I'll check it out because I'm not as familiar as I maybe should be.
And then final question from Tyler Laurer. Hi, just wanted to, should I do a voice? Yo, just wanted to give a shout out to Crypto Curator. He's a close family friend and the reason why I too have invested in Bitcoin. He works harder than anyone I know and is insanely passionate about Bitcoin. Wow.
He's a close family friend?
That's cool.
Couldn't you just text him?
Not that close, dude. Got to go through the chat. No, yeah, I appreciate it. He's supporting us.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I think Crypto Curator is a good guy. Let's look. Everybody look in the comments, see if Crypto Curator responded. That's cool. I really like the guy.
Yeah, I respect him. All right, final 2 minutes.
No, that's it. Let's just end it. We had a great stream.
Final 30 seconds.
All right, well, we'll go 30 seconds.
All right, final 30 seconds.
Oak in Amba, $2. Mostly have a bunch of Cardano and Ethereum. YOLO.
To each his own.
To each his own. That's cool.
Hey, you can have all altcoins if you believe in them, long-term / fundamentally, whatever you believe.
You've almost never been able to get Cardano at a better price. I mean, within a few cents.
All right, I guess let's go out reading the chat.
You'll go out reading the chat.
Oh, Tyler's
texting him now.
Oh, hey, sure, buddy.
Twitch says appreciate a great stream. I appreciate you, man. This is what it's about. I don't know about you, but it's hard. None of my other friends want to talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. You start talking about it, they're like, whoa, dude, I'm not interested in it.
Just before we leave, let's do one final check of the price, and then we'll leave it on our screen share.
We still have over 1,000 people watching and 1.1 likes. Anybody who hasn't liked the video right now, take 2 seconds, click it.
It seems that we're sort of leveling off at 9,140.
And we got one more super chat, 199. Appreciate you, Charlie. Thoughts on Cardano releasing Shelley this summer?
I think expected time frame is May, is what they say. But obviously, they said last year as well. But
regardless, Shelley, let's assume it's coming soon, very soon. Thoughts on, is it going to change things? I would say it's a step in the right direction, but how about other dApp platforms? Besides Ethereum, you got just a bunch of gambling sites. I think we need to see people actually building on it.
I would say that
step in the right direction.
Again, when we get these questions, I always feel like people are asking about as an investment for Cardano. I would say it is cool that Cardano is finally going to release their mainnet, and they are striving for a more decentralized dApp platform, which I like. So I think it is cool. Now, that is in no way I'm not co-signing as like an investment to go all in, but it is cool, and they are making progress, and I like how Hoskinson keeps the community updated.
All right.
All right, we got to go.
Well, we got the one more.
Oh, we're staying.
Somebody did say right above him, you guys rock. Appreciate that. So final question, 5 euros, pounds. Already won 11,634 ETH to buy Hex for the next round. Any thoughts on it, guys? Well, we answered the Hex question earlier, gave all our thoughts on it.
Is that the buckets, the bucket to buy the
awareness amplifier or
adoption?
Somebody super chatted us earlier about Hex, gave all my thoughts on it. So let's give Anthony a shout out. Anthony, you're the man.
Yeah, go back in the video, check it out.
Already talked about it. All right. What happens when all Bitcoins are mined?
Well, that's for another live stream, because that would take a 5-minute answer.
And we can't articulate the complexities of it.
I could for another video, next live stream.
All right, later, guys.
The baseline stuff.
Great live stream. Everybody's leaving happy. It was